Gods and goddesses of the divine, diamond light, it's time to shine. Beloved, ye of lords of the divine, diamond light, it's time to shine. Christ consciousness shift. Quick, gonna do some more reading up on the Jesus and Judas situation, cause I opened the book and it's just there. So let me just let me read what it says, because it's got some insights. So where is it? I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up a little bit. You can see. All right. When Jesus had finished all these words, I need to move back a little bit. 1 second. I want to make sure that you lot can hear me. So, start again, shall we? When Jesus had finished all these words, he said to his disciples, "You know that after 2 days the Passover is coming, and the Son of Man is to be handed over for crucifixion." So Yeshua already knew that he's going to be handed over for crucifixion. Like, the betrayal thing, he probably just knew. But that's what he says. After 2 days, the Passover is coming, and at the Passover is when he's going to be handed over for crucifixion. Then the chief priests and the elders of the people were gathered together in court of the high priest named Caiaphas, and they plotted together to seize Jesus by stealth and kill him. But they were saying, "Not during the festival, otherwise a riot might occur among the people." That signifies how much people had love for Yeshua, the Christ. Like, his energy was appreciated by loads of people. So if those authorities, those Pharisees and chief elders and all of that, because it's because of Yeshua why they was losing control. And in order for them to gain control, they needed to get rid of him. And that's how they saw it. But their control wasn't making the world better. The reason why he incarnated at that time is because the trajectory of the planet was getting really bad. And if he didn't come, because he was high, he was like advanced, fourth dimensional consciousness or something like that, before he incarnated. So it was a mission for him to come down and help raise and undo all of the mess that the powerful leaders was doing with their greed and corruption. So they knew if they tried to trouble him in front of people, in front of the peoples, it would have caused a riot, and they didn't want that. So they decided to do it with stealth and secrecy. So now when Jesus was in Bethany at the home of Simon the leper, a woman came to him with an alabaster vial of very costly perfume, and she poured it on his head, and as he reclined, a woman came to him with an alabaster vial of very costly perfume, and she poured it on his head as he reclined at the table. But his disciples were indignant when they saw this and said, "Why this waste? For this perfume might have been sold for a high price and the money given to the poor." But Jesus, aware of this, said to them, "Why do you bother the woman? For she has done a good deed to me. For you always have the poor with you, but you do not always have me. For when she poured this perfume on my body, she did it to prepare me for burial." So it's like these are Yeshua's last days. And maybe because of how much change he's created, people are kind of celebrating him. But it's in the same context of them being prepared for him to be taken away. Because it's like when someone does something really good and upsets a lot of people, this creates tension and people wanting to do something about what he's doing. So it's like the expensive perfume being poured on him was like a lot of money, basically. A lot of money just got poured onto him because the woman valued him so much. And the disciples were looking at it like waste. But they can't foresee what is going to happen. So, but Yeshua knows that these are his last times as things are now. So he appreciates the gestures that the people around him are showing appreciation and stuff like that. And yeah. Truly I say to you, wherever this gospel is preached in the whole world, what this woman has done will also be spoken in memory of her. So it's like when we remember the perfume poured on the Christ, remember that woman that spent that expensive, just showed a lot of appreciation, basically. That woman, whoever she was, she showed crazy love for the Christ energy. You know what I mean? Then one of the 12, named Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and said, "What are you willing to give me to betray him to you?" And they weighed out 30 pieces of silver to him. From then on, he began looking for a good opportunity to betray Jesus. So it explains there is the jealousy. Judas was kind of jealous of the way people was treating, how people were gravitating to the Christ. And obviously the Christ kind of knew that his time was coming. He has his connections, you know what I mean? So, and that bit there about the woman, something to do with the woman and envy, is why I was meant to pick up on that book. A woman showing mad love for the Christ energy, got his own disciple to go seek for the enemy and decide to do a deal. Alright, family, I'm gonna leave that there. Peace, love, oneness, amen, so be it.